Perps and spot get talked about like they are two flavors of the same thing. They are not. The risk is completely different, and one can wipe a position out fast. This is the honest, no-hype version. Disclosure up front. I work with Krillex, a non-custodial DEX aggregator, and this is educational only, not financial advice. I'm going to explain how these work and the risks both ways. I'm not telling anyone to trade anything. Perp trading has been surging as a share of the market, so the term is everywhere. That's exactly why understanding the risk matters before the mechanics ever tempt you. Start with the simple one. Spot means you buy the actual asset and you own it. Buy a token on the spot market, it's yours, no expiry, no ongoing fees just to hold, no one can force you out of the position. If the price drops, it drops. You still hold the token, and your worst case is what you put in. That simplicity is the whole point. Now perps. A perpetual future, perp for short, is a contract that tracks an asset's price, but you never own the asset. It's a bet on price direction with no expiry date, which is why it's called perpetual. And it almost always involves leverage, borrowing to control a bigger position than your cash would allow. That one word, leverage, changes everything about the risk. Here's the part that has to be said plainly. Leverage multiplies both directions. If a position moves against you far enough, it can hit liquidation. The exchange automatically closes it to stop losses from going past your deposited margin, and you can lose the entire amount you put up quickly. That's not a rare edge case. It's the defining risk of the product. High leverage means a small price move against you can end the position. I am not softening this. The downside is total loss of the margin, and it can happen fast. Beyond liquidation, perps carry costs spot doesn't. There's the funding rate, periodic payments between long and short traders that can quietly bleed a position over time, even if the price goes nowhere. There's the risk of the whole thing being more complex than it looks, which is its own hazard. More moving parts means more ways to be wrong. Spot has none of that machinery. So let me frame this as risk profiles, not recommendations. Spot is the straightforward own the asset path, where your max loss is what you spent. Perps are a leveraged, higher complexity, higher risk instrument, where losing your full margin is a normal outcome, not a freak one. And that's before we even get near the reality that most people who use leverage lose money. Nothing here is a suggestion to use either. Know the risk first. Decisions are yours and yours alone, ideally after your own research. Important context, so there's zero confusion about what I do. Krillex is a spot swap tool. It's a non-custodial DEX aggregator. You swap one token for another at the best on-chain price it can route, and you keep your keys, meaning you hold your own assets the whole time. That's the own the asset, self-custody side of this whole conversation. It is not a leverage product, and this video is not promoting perps trading. So the honest summary, spot means you own it and your worst case is capped. Perps add leverage, liquidation, and funding costs, and the downside can be total and fast. Understand the risk before anyone's hype reaches you. Subscribe for straight talk crypto risk education, and comment if you want a deeper plain English breakdown of liquidation. Educational only, not financial advice.